What's up guys? Good evening. Teka lang ha. Mukha ko muna. So, let me just fix the camera. Rinig ba? Rinig ba yung audio? Okay ba yung music? Pa-comment naman. music too loud or something, just so we can check before we start. Yan, tayo ko muna comments. Polo ako ngayon, no? Galing ako sa talk for school. So, di ko na nakubad yung polo. Medyo formal tayo ngayon. Or semi. Nakarinig ba? Hello? Nagko-comment eh. Mic test. Siguro. Medyo choppy. Wait. Stop ko muna yung music. Yung video ko. Talaga? That's not good. But I guess if I just share my lagging ako, okay, that's not good. Sige, teka, music muna. What if how about the audio? Is the audio okay? I guess the audio itself. Or pangit. Sorry problema kasi yung laptop ko eh. Let me know if tingin nyo, tolerable ba? Sige, try ko lang mag-chart. Putol. Okay po audio. Audio is okay. So I'll just try I'll go through some charts, and if it's really bad, comment nyo lang para I'll try to maybe do it from my phone or something. So let's see. Sige, so comment nyo na. Yung video is not okay. Okay. Video is not okay. Okay lang yan. Yung chart naman yung malaki. So comment nyo lang mga chart picks nyo. Crypto, US, PSE. But before we begin, simula muna tayo sa index. So, PSE, ganun pa rin. Still in a range. Though, sa short term, kita natin, almost the same as last week pa rin. Meron tayong up move here. So, parang I mean, if you look at it sa bigger picture, parang nagbe-base na tayo ng isang taon almost. Right? So, very much sideways, similar to what happened here. Right? Very much sideways market. May pagka-choppy. But, I mean, it's okay. So, I guess, my outlook, my personal opinionated outlook is, unless we see some really strong, maybe net foreign inflow, which I didn't check if meron, that could be a potential driver. Pero kung technicals lang, 7,000 talaga yung make or break. Kahit ilang beses na nauntog dun. Whole number, dyan din, previous breakdown point. So very significant, very significant area of resistance na kailangan basagin. And not only basagin, but have to sustain above it. Right? So, but regardless, if ngayon, parang daming outlier ang daming individual plays na pwedeng tirahin. So, we'll go through most of those tonight. Sige, so I assume okay lang na baka lag yung video ko, but the audio is okay. So maybe we'll just do that. Teka, scroll up lang ako, hanapin ko yung unang nag-comment. Alright, DMC. Blue chip muna. DMC looks like it's about to break out of this short-term high here. Doon tanong, saan ang susunod mong resistance? Pang susunod muna dyan sa 7, tapos probably close to 8, di ba? So I guess one thing you have to look at here is, tuwing nagmo-momentum ba si DMC, may sustainability ba? Or mukhang mas okay ba just to accumulate at the support level. So something to take into consideration. Parang kung malakas nga ang medium term upside mo 8, so mga 20%, 18.5 kung may comps. So sakto lang, DMC is lower mover. Pero I guess you have to take into consideration din na PSEI malapit na rin sa resistance niya. So baka more on range trade yung approach dapat kay DMC unless talagang may driver or unless mag breakout si PSEI, syempre that's good, right? That's good. That's good. So yun ang inaantay natin. Yun yung pero ako ang bias ko parang a lot of the names, especially mga blue chips, more on i-range trade mo. But yeah, if I'm wrong, edi if mag-break, edi see how it goes sa may 7. Importante dito volume. Wala pang spike in volume. So MM. Wait lang I'm actually trying to look at myself if I'm the video, if I'm lagging. Okay, MM. Structure very similar to Ditto, so might as well do Ditto after this. So they look very, 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 very similar. Ano lang, so this is a good sign for an initial parang counter rally na mas significant kaysa yung mga puchu moves na to. Yung mga ganyan. Ako yung pattern drawing pero tanggalin ko na lang. Kasi meron ng sustainability above EMA 50, right? So yan yung like ko hina-highlight na important. It's not only important to break above yung key moving average at axis of resistance, pero kailangan mag-hold above. Kasi kapag puro breakout lang ng MA ang gamit mo, lalo na kapag shorter term moving average, ang hirap i-trade niyan. Lalo na kung talagang systematic yung approach mo, talagang tayo mo pag may signal. For example, si Tech, diba? Puro fade Diba? Ito, may rally, pero walang sustainability, fade ka agad. And even back here, right? May mga shorts, pero fade ka agad. MM. If you go to MM, right? So let's see if tomorrow magka-mini breakout, assuming na malakas yung market. Lalo na kung ma-break yung 7,000, baka mag-momentum land ulit. So parang ang major resistance mo dyan, mga 480. Right? 15%, pwede na. Momentum. Siyempre, we're not banking on a outsized reversal yet, di ba? Maliit na move pa lang to. Pero baka mas significant na counter trend move pwede. So if ang average mo, bumili ka sa breakout ng EMA 50, mga 26% upside mo, pwede na. Ngayon, up ka mga 10%, 8, 7%. So might as well maybe move your stop up a little higher para just to protect some capital. Teka, natawa ako sa comment ito. Kamukha ko daw si Z. Kamukha ko si Z. Mas pogi yun si Boss Z. Magkamukha ba kami? Hindi, layo. Mas chinito si Boss Z. Wala na sa index si DMC. My bad. Di ako updated dun. Ito, TEL. Tama ba? Sina TEL, di ba part sila ng services na industry? Yun yung leading ngayon eh. Di ba? Sina TEL, sina Globe. If I'm not mistaken, they're part of that industry. Or that sector rather. Though Barrios probably the best talk about that na me. So TEL, sakto lang. Siyempre leader pa rin si Globe. Pero may move naman din to si TEL. Right. So parang anong nangyayari ngayon, itong pang maliit na itong pang pattern na to, mimigay ng retest. Though, I never really enjoyed trading momentum kapag blue chip. Kasi, ewan ko, unless talagang may driver. Right? Pero si Tel, okay naman kung technicals lang. So, namimigay lang ng retest. So, tingin ko for me, at least for the short term, maganda pag mag-hold above EMA 20. So, malamang may onting overshoot dyan, pero mahalaga bumawi. So, that's for Tel. Nothing much really. Besides, baka there's an opportunity maybe to buy the retest, buy the dip kapag naniniwala ka kay Tel, service sector. Tingnan natin sa mas longer term time frame. Parang ang next significant resistance si Tel dito na sa may 1.8, right? Pero di yan basta-basta abot dyan. So, upside mo, mga 20%. Pwede na. Blue chip name, 20%. Tel, diba? So, sakto lang. Since nadaan ko na si Tel, might as well go to Globe. Globe, kung sa bigger picture na time frame, so all-time high market leader in the leading sector, right? If this is in part of services, I hope I'm correct. So break out of that wedge or that pang long flag since 2016. So ang ganda setup dito kasi major long-term base, tapos may catalyst, tapos nagko-contract pa yung volatility sa weekly, right? So parang may super long-term na VCP kumbaga. Dito ang tight na nung contraction. But yeah, when looking at it now, okay naman, right? Still holding above its highs. Namimigay siya ng high tight flag above EMA 20, even sa shorter term moving average EMA 10, which you usually use for faster mover names to lock in profits or to buy the dip, holding above it. So all-time high, not really much to say, pero ang ganda ng consolidation niya, right? So opportunity to accumulate, or if ganun yung style mo, parang prior to the breakout may laman ka na. Or antay ka na lang ng confirmation, 'di ba? Break above 2953K. Right, so observe na natin, but overall malakas, holding up. Didn't give back that much room from the move. Parang ako, sabi ko, basta mag-hold above 2.5. Pero di nga sumausaw dun eh. So yeah, still great. Still something na baka may opportunities pa given na it's still holding at the highs. BDO, we find ways. Well, ganun pa rin eh. Parang it's simply ranging, diba? So, pero ngayon, nasa may highs. Yun, not really something I would, oh, bakit tumigil yung music? Tumigil ba yung stream? Oh, never mind. Not really something I would trade. I guess, kasi, mas pipiliin ko yung faster moving names. Though, it's consolidating right at the highs. But, tingnan natin, if it breaks out, and then may momentum, may sustained move yung index, 7274. I mean, if you measure the size of the base, tas patong mo na lang para sa TP mo, pwede rin ganun. Pang upside mo, close to 140. Right? Though, ayun nga, blue chip, I mean, hindi siya basta-basta matutulak. Right? Unless siguro may magandang catalyst, mas magandang environment, break above 7K. So, a much medium-term look if ever positive yung mangyari. So, yeah. GMA 7, filing na ng candidacy sa October. So, GMA 7, I think that catalyst is really interesting for me. Kasi, so yung okay dito ay GMA 7, though hindi siya yung isa sa mga leaders ngayon since it's consolidating. Since nauna na siya before, since nauna na siya before everyone else, now it's simply consolidating, right? Mahalaga, bumabawi ka agad after shaking some people out sa 50-day, no? I guess the question is, kasi all-time high to eh. So, definitely something we should also keep an eye on as long as it holds above EMA 50. So, nagmumukha pa rin naman siyang parang cup with handle-ish, right? I guess if you can connect two of the lows or kahit ganyan na lang, a break above 1450 would probably be interesting for me. Though yung filing for candidacy catalyst, I mean, I guess you have to wait and see for, parang masyadong obvious kasi. Pero pwedeng mali rin ako. Kasi minsan, di ba, the market tends to discount obvious information sometimes. Baka priced in na yung move, yung logic na wala si ABS. Tapos, GMA lang pwede kasi mag-election na. Baka na-price in na sa move dito. Though di ko alam kung ano yung laman ng move ito, nalimutan ko na. But let's see. Pwede rin potential catalyst yun. So, kung technicals lang, okay pa naman. Though medyo delikado na. Right? Sumasaw-saw na sa EMA 50. Although, bigger picture, tas if it goes below 11, dyan talaga siya deads talaga for me. But if it goes below EMA 50, medyo parang mababa na yung probability na tumuloy pa. Though pwede naman mali ako. Right? But at least now, it's still something I would keep on my watch list to observe. But not to trade right now. Unless, I'm trying to position myself kasi ang anticipation ko may breakout. XRP. RIP. Tama ba? Ripple. Teka, may USDT ba? Ayun, meron. XRP. XRP, sakto lang. Yeah, it's resting. Well, even if I usually don't use EMA 50 if I'm trading mga crypto, but yeah, I mean my basic filter for crypto is I'm looking at the names that are above EMA 10 eh. Right? Your Solanas of the world, your Algos, your etc. Last nito po. But yeah, XRP is already something I'm looking at right now. But if you look at it, parang as a support naman, do. If you look at it from an hourly perspective, as a support naman, so maybe if you're looking to get into it, para tight yung stops mo, try to get it 104, 105, tapos tight stops ka na lang below 1. Right? Pwedeng ganun yung approach. Pero ako personally, I wouldn't trade it since yun nga, I'm looking to stay with the leaders that held above EMA 10 after the market, after the quick crash dun sa crypto, yung minor sudden pullback. But yeah. ADA. This is a good point too. I mean, digital na rin kasi mga ads. So as much as it would have impacted revenue so much if all of this happened in 2012. Pero since yun nga, a lot of the budget probably going to ads, digital ads. That might be something din. Baka priced in na rin, but we don't really know, right? I guess you have to see what the market does to confirm your bias, right? ADA naman, malakas din. So yan, reclaiming EMA 10, nag-hold naman, reclaiming EMA 20 as well. So ADA, medyo sucks lang ako dito. For a big move to happen in a short period of time, I think mas kailangan na mas malaking catalyst. Right? Haven't really read up on ADA. But still one of the, more of the resilient names. Doon mas mabagal siya gumalaw compared to others. But yeah, I guess I would wait for a break above 3 since that's whole number. We're trying to hold on before. Actually, I bought that yung break above 3 tas napakat ako 284 ata or 290, 289. Nung here, I bought it there. Pero nag-fade. Buti lang, nag-cut ako na maaga. So yeah, but something in my chill lang na watch list din. Still keeping an eye on that. Monday nag-fade ba to? Ay, hindi naman. Monday, strong breakout and held above it, right? Held above it. Yan, nasa pang small retest stage. So I guess if you're looking to get into Monday, I mean, yung pinaka-momentum entry niyan is a break above the high, right? A break above, ano ba to? 1770, 1780? Parang if ang bias mo is magmo-momentum yan, this should serve as your continuation pattern. So if it breaks above 1780, 1770, I guess that's a potential entry, di ba? Depending on you. Or if you think it'll range a little bit more, pwede mo baratin, abang ka 1720. Do yeah, but if you think it's a leader and you want to get into it, I mean, the breakout's probably the best place to buy it right now, considering it's closer to the high. But yeah, but bigger picture, I think holding above 17 is really important for Monde. Wilcon. Wilcon, biyaheng langit. Ito yung mga frustrating din. Marami ako kakilala, parang skin ratch yung Wilcon na trade kasi when they got it, probably somewhere at 19 or 20 kasi mabagal siya gumalaw eh. Tapos, ito yung time na mas marami ibang gumagalaw. And considering na si Wilcon nung time na to, parang ang tagal mag-consolidate, ganyan. Yeah, it wasn't really the fastest horse back then, but if you held on to it, okay, ang sarap i-trend follow ni Wilcon. Eh. Even if you bought it even later in the trend, right? Maybe above, may mga proper buy points mo kung breakout. Eh. If you had the latest buy point, okay ka eh, up ka na 12%. So congrats sa mga nakapag-trade nito. Not really much to comment here since all-time high naman. I guess yung mahalaga dito, if may hawak ka nito, sundan mo yung plano mo, right? I know it's really, kunyari, trade mo ng EMA 50. I know it's really tempting like to sell it now habang andito. But, you know, kasi masakit eh kapag kunyari, you give up. Kasi hypothetically, in the next 3 days, puro red candle, tapos you give up 70% of your profits. So let's say ang average price mo dito, up ka na 45%. And then if you just stick to EMA 50, you sell it assuming na it closes there 20%, you gave up a little bit more than half of your profit, right? But I mean, it is what it is. That's, you know, when you're a trend follower, you kind of have to stomach in some level of volatility depending on the moving average you're using. Or whatever ATR trades or whatever trade stop you're using, RSI pop, RSI break. So an RSI pop, by the way, is when say it goes to 70 and then it like crazy and then it goes back below 70, or say it goes below RSI 50. That's what some people do, like in a bear. But yeah, I think the best thing to do kasi sarap magbenta eh, up ka na 45%, kunyari dito average mo. Sarap talaga magbenta. Ang sarap din sabihin na magdo-double top na, di ba? I guess the thing you can do if you're having a difficult time, which I am, honestly, holding onto a winner is my weakest link. Minsan, in trade management, I tend to sell kapag up na ako mga 30%, ganyan. Kasi ayoko na ibalik. So dami ko experience sa binalik ko, but you know, it is what it is. Holding on to a winner is something I'm trying to master as well. Kasi sabi nga sa OJ, sa Open Journal, volatility is the price you pay for performance. And money is made in the sitting, right? An example of that will be my trade sa Sol, where I bought it here, but I sold it here. Actually looks very similar kay Wilcon. Sabi ko, nakalag pala to, para lang mas malinis tignan. Kapag di ko sinilag, you know, crazy. Right? So, sold it at a 60% gain, parang ganun. 50 to 60, somewhere in that range. Average ko 82. But I could have, if I just held on to it. And my stop was EMA 10, right? By the way. So, kung talagang sobrang disiplinado lang at hinawakan ko lahat yan, up na sana ako, extra 100%, right? But syempre, di araw-araw Pasko. Tsaka mahirap sa crypto is, you know, kaya ganyan, no? From the peak all the way down 30%. So, very wild on cryptocurrency. And you can always use EMA 5 too. But yeah, you know, it's hard to hold on to a winner, to be honest. But yeah, well, back to Wilcon, I guess that's something I could have done to Sol is I could have sold half and just trailed the remaining half, but I didn't want to do that kasi sabi ko, pera na eh. Pero ganoon talaga, you have to as a trend follower, you have to stomach in talaga some volatility for a chance for a bigger move. But yeah, I guess for those who are still looking to get into Wilcon, I would wait for a pullback, right? A pullback, or maybe the pauses are so short. I guess you could trade that if you want to be micro about the momentum. I would be more patient and wait for a dip. Since ang DNA naman ni Wilcon ever since, talaga mabagal eh. Tapos mahilig mag-base. Like, it did, nakalag pa. Like here, talaga may dips talaga. So, unless things go parabolic, like, it makes a big candle, I think you can try and get it at a pullback if ever it gives one. Man. Guys, favor naman, no? Nakikita naman sa comments, maraming cheche bureche na nagko-comment ng kung ano-ano, BTC, ito yung whatever link. So, if you could help us out by reporting those guys and just blocking I'll try to block the comments right now. But if you guys could report, those users, that would be really helpful. So, wag kayo magpapascam sa ganyan. Yung, pucha, nag-chart lang ako mga 3 crypto. Dami ng magsascam. Funny. So, yeah. Pa-help na lang na i-report. Salamat. Alright, Ace N. So, shout out sa 365 na kasama ko tonight on both YouTube and Facebook. Really appreciate everyone's time on a Saturday evening. Ace N. Yeah, I mean, it's at the highs. Not really much I can say now. It's above 10. Huh. Though, si Ace N ba? Si Ace PH dati? Pareho ba sila? Yeah, I think those are the same. Though, I don't want to be so negative, right? But, say leader naman si Ace N. Ayoko na masyadong dramahin. But, the candles here, it's trying to break above 10, right? Tapos yan, medyo nagbe-break. It looks similar to what it did back here. Nung 2019. No? Pucha, ilang beses ko tinrade yan. Pero, bumagsak din. Though I'm not saying it's gonna happen, It just recalled the memory kasi dami kong cut dyan. So, distribution yung naganap dun sa area, dun sa time na yun. No, I'm not saying that's what's happening right now, no? I mean, I believe Ace naman is a fundamentally sound company, right? Renewable energy, if I'm not mistaken. So, all-time high. I think what's important lang now is it shows, a nice solid candle. Similar here, just to show that, all-time high, blue skies, got trend higher. But if I'm not in Ace N yet, I mean, yeah, if you have a bias now, it might go higher. This is a nice, and if tama yung bias mo, then this would be a nice pause, right? This would be a nice pause, a nice continuation pattern you could trade around. And I guess for the short term, you can use EMA 20 as a trail, diba? If you take malakas si Ace N, dapat mag-hold above EMA 20 yan. Yeah. All HC tsaka ever. 9:40. Wait lang. Let's check a message. Okay, yeah. Let's go. All HC. All HC. Yeah, I'm at the chat. Okay. tumalakas din eh. I mean, if you wanna trade it like super momentum style micro pauses, I guess you can count this as one, right? Strong volume as well. So malakas naman, right? Market leader. I guess if wala ako nito, this should have been a nice point of entry. Tapos tight stops ka na lang below the candle low, di ba? Kung momentum player ka. If meron ako nito, and let's say I have an average of maybe let's take out some of the lines. I have an average of 450 and I'm up, hindi naman, mga 465, I'm up mga 17%. I'll probably just trail it, di ba? EMA 20, the entire position. And I would always look at the bigger picture just to see where we're at. All-time high ba to? Yeah, all-time high. So I would probably just trail it. I mean, if you want to give it more room, EMA 50 isn't that far behind the average entry price of 4.65, right? Parang yan, you can serve that as your cut loss. So depends lang on how you wanna sell it if you're still holding on to it, or you can base it off a structure low. Like pwedeng backstop, backstop ka dito below 5. Pag nag below 5, benta ka na 4.95. Really depends on how you wanna execute the selling. Yung mahalaga, wala man tama eh. Kasi kunyari, benta mo ngayon, tapos bumagsak next week, wala na. Di genius ka, diba? Nabenta mo. Tama yung selling mo. Pero if binenta mo ngayon, tapos umangat pa, hindi man tanga. Pero sayang, diba? Sayang. Or if you decide to trend follow it, nag-trend pa, tama ka. If you decide not to trend follow it, tapos bumaba. To trend follow it, tapos bumaba, mali ka. So, depends on you, your style, your selling strategy. But the most important thing is, tama eh. Yung tama is yung plano mo, right? Assuming it's a sound plan based on a certain framework, right? And what's important is you follow that. I mean, if it goes in another direction, it is what it is, right? But as long as you follow your framework, nothing's wrong with that, right? Yeah. Daming spammer ang puntik. Saturday night, mga chong, wala ba kayong magawa? Nakainis. So, next. Ito, DELM. Earnings were through the roof on last Friday. Let's check that out. Wow. 1,200%. Though, sometimes this can be deceiving, yung increase na thousands of percent. Minsan kasi, though, it's been a while since I looked at PSE fundamentals. No? Sometimes, it can be because of an added asset ba? I forgot yung turo sa akin noon. It can be because of something, not just purely because of the earnings. So, it's important to double check what led to that increase. But if we just look at price, yeah, we have a nice little mini breakout here from this pattern. I guess if you're looking to just trade the momentum, right, maybe 17 is a good area to sell. Right? Pwede na, 20%. Considering na, obviously, there's overhead supply because may mga ipit na matigas ulo ayaw magbenta. But I think is this an all-time high? No, it's not. So in the scenario that it does break above its previous high, I mean, I guess 22, 23 yung medium-term upside mo, di ba? So ano lang to, talagang super optimistic scenario. Not saying it's gonna happen, but yeah, mukhang good earnings were a catalyst. Strong volume coming in. So yeah, something interesting to observe then in the coming weeks. If it can go back above 16, maybe consolidate near the highs and break above it again. Maybe there might be something interesting kay Del Monte. Boss, baka pwede pakita paano mag-scalp. Nako boss, mahina ako dyan. Marami ako nasunog na pera kaka-scalp dati. So it's not a strategy that works for me. And even if I have a lot of time, quote-unquote time to trade, hindi talaga kaya. Not though I know there are a lot of people who are really good at it, but it has never been a forte of mine, right? Wait lang magbablock lang ako ng mga ibang comments ng mga nakakainis. So, nickel. Let's check out nickel. Ay, sorry, mali. Nickel. It's a nickel. Nickel long base. So, actually still the same as before. I think what's nice about nickel now is the last time I charted it, it was here, right? It went below MA 50 and went below the 50% of the base. So meaning this is 0, this is 50, this is 100. And now it's holding above that upper half, which I think is really interesting. I guess the break above 640, yun talaga. Right? I think that's what everyone's waiting for at this point. Pwede ka maging early, parang dito may mini 630, pwede ka mag-initial probe, 'di ba? Para may onting buffer ka. But yeah, I would probably wait for 640 for confirmation. And for me, the higher the base, the higher in space, right? The saying in TA. But yeah, it has to break above successfully muna before we can say anything. So yeah. If you look at it from a bigger picture perspective, ang susunod na major resistance dyan talaga, dito na banda. Close to 8, somewhere in that area. So, mataas pa naman yung upside, assuming nickel prices. I mean, what will make nickel prices go higher? Number one would probably be inflation. What will make inflation higher in the US? Teka. Inflation is it going down? I forgot the numbers. But yeah, kung technicals lang, a break above 640 would be the confirmation na probably have another move higher. Is 1,000 pesos a good start for trading? I mean, I guess to try. I mean, we have a good comment here na 8,000 would be better. Kasi, that mas sulit kasi yung mga tax siya commission. Though maliit lang naman yung difference, but yeah, there's a rule na ganun. But I would say, I would assume na, I mean, yeah, I would say just to maybe try it, di ba? Bukas na account, bili ka lang ng isang stock, tapos feel mo lang, diba? Just know what it's like to hold on to something. May onting drama yun. Know what it feels like to hold on to something, right? So you could always try that, diba? I mean, 1,000, just try it out, and then when you feel more confident, or you feel like, okay, I feel it, right? Increase it to 10, increase it to 20 if you have the capital. But if you're really starting out, I guess one thing you could do is virtual trading sa Investa, diba? That's how I started, and then when I kind of, quote unquote, got the hang of it, that's when I put up my life savings into trading. But yeah. Ito. Gusto ko to. Algo USDT kasi binabantayan ko si Algo. Ano mayari dito? Lakas na. Algo, one of the leaders crypto space now, holding up, never went below EMA 10. Oh, except the crash, pero bumawi ka agad. Hindi ko ito nakuha eh. Hindi ko alam kung sobrang aga nangyari nito throughout the day. Guys, sa mga nag-trade ng crypto, sa Binance, may way ba na pwede ka mag-auto buy on breakout tapos may stop loss na? Pwede ba yun sa OCO na order, yung one cancels the other? Hindi kasi one cancels the other nga eh. Pero may ganun ba sa Binance? Parang buy on breakout tapos may auto stop na? Kasi sa gabi, I don't set any orders because my assumption is you can't do that. Parang hindi ko pa nasubukan. Unless hawak mo na yung position, pwede ka mag-set ng stop. But if you're not holding on to it, sa futures, shit. I'm just trading spot kasi I don't use leverage. Yeah, so that's my weakness. I can't trade in the night, in the middle of the morning. Unlike sa eToro, sa US market, putya auto order, tas tulog na ako pag gusto ko. Sa futures, pwede. Kasi ako nag-futures eh. But anyway, it is what it is, Algo leader. Right? Hold, may pang cons ko dyan. I'm just waiting for a nice entry point. I mean, you could. I never go below 15 minutes. That's something for me. Parang every time, it's a net negative strategy whenever I go 5 minutes, 3 minutes. It's just not for me. So yeah, I guess bigger picture, I'm waiting to see if algo could break above this level. Right, my downtrend line ko yan, observe ko lang, and then let's see what happens if it breaks out from that level. But something I'm trying to get into. Sino ba malakas? Rose. Just to highlight an example I mentioned a while ago about selling. Dito naman para akong genius kasi, pero totoo lang, chamba lang, sobrang chamba lang. Kasi for example, si Rose, binili ko sa 0.23. Binili ko sa 0.23. Binili ko sa 0.23. Nag-spike in 1 hour, up na ako 30%. Sarap magbenta, sobra. Pero hinawakan ko lang. Tapos, isipin mo yun, 30% pullback. Ang hassle dun. Pero ganoon talaga sa crypto. Then when it spiked, I sold it at 0.34. Sabi ko, shit, 50% daw ang araw. Pwede na. Though, my plan was honestly to hold it. But yun na nga yung weakness ko. I have a hard time holding. But what happened after that? Doon nag-crash yung crypto na onte. Di ba? 3-4 hours after that, wala na. Di ba? Though it's one of the leaders still now, still holding up. Pero pag hinawakan ko lang, stop ko dito 0.21 eh. Ang low nito 0.21. So, ang low nito 0.20. So, stop out na ako dun. So, this time, mali. So, in this scenario, mukha akong genius kasi nabenta ako sa tuktok, right? But in reality, I know it was with the benefit of hindsight, mukhang tama yung ginawa ko. But if you went up, I would have been kicking myself, right? But yeah, that's selling is kind of it's a mix of an art and a science. To be honest, it's hard to do sometimes. Meron ata sa limit. Teka. So, mag-set ako ng auto buy order. Tapos mag-set ako ng limit order. Tama ba? Hindi to stop limit limit order. So, wala limit order to sell. Pero wala pa akong hawak sa position. Hindi ko alam. I'll try it. Limit order sa spot. Pero, ano ba siya, boss? Parang, paano pag hindi ko pa hawak yung position? Can I set an order like that? So, auto buy on breakout. Tapos, limit order. Hindi stop limit, limit order. Kahit hindi ko pa hawak. That's what I'm curious to know. How do you screen crypto? You can actually screen crypto sa Investa. Dito sa Pro Screener, di ko na bubuksan. You can screen there. Real time, yung mga stuff namin sa crypto. But I'm lucky to be part of Open Journal. We have a group watch list, and then ito yun, yung kailangan may hawak ka. So yeah. Pag di mo hawak, magiging short. So sa spot, di pwede mag-short sa spot ang alam ko. So no. That's why I can't do an auto stop order pag wala pa akong hawak at. Anyway, so time frame ko sa how do I screen? I have the OJ chart. Sometimes I go to CoinGecko. I go to CoinGecko and I just filter out the names by volume and by 24-hour day change, and I just go through that sometimes. I go through the whole OJ watch list every day, even on weekends. And then that's really how I screen it. And we talk about, and then sa Discord namin, we talk about some leading names. Sometimes I get something there. And what's really cool is we have a community member who's like a super high level data analyst. Di ko alam kung ano ginagawa niya, but there's a nice graph of all the leaders that's honestly super cheat sheet for me. I just look at that. So I don't know. Boss Johnny, if you're there, that's super helpful. So time frame ko sa crypto, daily tsaka hourly tsaka 15 minutes. If there's no setup in the daily, I never go intraday. And then once I buy a name I usually use intraday for entries, and then I go to the daily for selling na. I don't look at intraday if I have a position, I won't look intraday anymore. Kasi it's so tempting to sell. But yeah. Boss Toma, hindi ba gumagana ang Investa pag US? Gumagana naman boss pag sa screener but hindi pa real time yung data so di pa kaya mag-chart ng real time. But wait. Sige, stock request muna. SLP. Boss Wayne, search mo lang Open Journal. You'll be able to join from there. Open Journal sa Instagrams or message Javi Medina, Matt Flores or Joseph Siongson. They're gonna be happy to help you out. Bumagsak pa pala to. So SLP, I mean, grabe no. Grabe talaga yung pagbabantay dito since it's something. I mean, I'm not 100% sure ano yung use nito sa Axie because I don't play the game, but I remember when it bounced, sabi, 30% bounce, ganyan. Pero if... Teka, ano na tubig. But if you look at it, from a bigger picture perspective, wala eh. It's a downtrend, no? It's not even above EMA 50, so now that it's below 0.10, I guess ang susunod mo nang titignan somewhere in these levels, right? If it doesn't hold where it is right now, where it looks like it's forming a little mini base, right? I guess somewhere around this level should be attractive enough, right? Tapos tight stops ka na lang. So I wouldn't really trade SLP since sa crypto madami naman options eh. Tsaka I mean, yeah, pwede siya for bounce play, diba? For short counter trend moves. But ang rule ko sa crypto, I only trade issues above EMA 10 eh. EMA 10, EMA 20. So, yeah. EGLD. I think there's something in my watch list dun eh. Ano, EGLD. Yeah, EGLD also a leader above EMA 10. Teka, may dito kay 1. Shit. Maaga pa naman ako matutulog ngayon. Ito, lakas din ito. Sorry, EGLD pala tayo. Getting carried away. EGLD. Okay naman, malakas din. It's right at the highs. So, trying to break out today. Though, ayan, nag-fade. I guess it's just trying to. I mean, a lot of the DNA of a lot of cryptos is once they get at the high, they usually zoom past it. So I would still keep an eye on EGLD, see what happens. Maybe kung talaga momentum, syempre, it will be a break above this high right here. That 250, that would be something I'd be looking at. But yeah, thanks, Jam. If you guys are interested in knowing more about Open Journal, you can just head over that link, investorgrams.com/p/Open Journal. Okay, PSE naman, ABA. ABA, well, I mean, volatility is getting significantly weaker, right? I mean, if you want to trade this pattern, diba, let's say, a break above 110, tapos sell on rally ka 130, assuming na mag-rally. That's one trade idea na pwede na momentum. Though, yeah, ABA's not a leader, but there might be a potential counter trend play. I mean, it's in a sideways trend right now. So maybe there might be a potential momentum play here. We don't really know. We have to wait and see. Yeah, I'm gonna do Converge next, but before I do Converge, I'd like to ask permission to just share something. Um, you know what? Never mind. I will do Converge first, which I haven't talked about yet. Converge. Wait lang. Nasaan ka na, sir? Huh. Wait, I think I'm forgetting something. So for Converge, wait lang ah. Got it. Okay. So for Converge, last pa rin eh. Yeah, I mean, not really much to comment to be honest. But you have meron kang mini breakout dito. Gusto mo micro eh. Yeah, may mini breakout ka. Another opportunity for entry if wala ka pang hawak. Though yeah, I mean, if I was looking to get into it, I would have gotten into it na but at this point, right? At 33. So may parang momentum entry ka. Though yun, if hawak ko pa, I mean, just stick with the trend, right? I mean, it depends on how much room you wanna give it back. If you're trading it. Ako personally, let's say I have an average of 26 or below 30, I would probably just trail it EMA 20. Even if I got it here, kaya breakout dito, up ako 15%, I'll probably just trail it. I think it's a different story if your average is much lower, like 22, ganyan. Depends on how much belief you have in the company. If you want to give it so much more room, the EMA 50. But if you're a trader just looking to maximize the trend and your average really low, I think EMA 20 is probably a good area to place your stop. Though just give it some wiggle room, diba? Wag naman yung pagka daplis pa lang, parang bato mo na kaagad. Unless talagang grabe yung selling. I mean, give it some room to breathe, right? Even below your trail stop. But yeah, still a really strong trend. Congrats sa matitibay na humawak lang dito. Obvious market leader. So yeah, that's just really for Converge. If I'm looking to get into it on a pullback, yun, I would see how it reacts in EMA 20, right? I would see how it reacts in EMA 20 because it hasn't tested that point since 23, 22 pesos, diba? So yeah, so before I go on to the next chart, I just like to plug, what we announced earlier. We actually released the full poster of all of our speakers at Investa Summit. So I hope I could see you guys here. Been plugging this every week. Um, it's our upcoming event. If you haven't seen it yet, you can check it out at investagrams.com/Investa Summit. And yeah, this is our full lineup of speakers. There might be two who might na baka humabol pa, but yeah, to those who are attending, hopefully ma-enjoy nyo. We really did our best to invite the best. This is arguably the best Investa Summit lineup yet in terms of the caliber of speakers. Ang daming high executive level, diba? Maraming chief investment officers, presidents, founders. Tas yung global talaga. I think that was a game changer. We got these guys to speak for the event too. So yeah, super excited for the event. As in ako yung me and si Renzo, we take turns on sino mag-record. Kasi pre-recorded siya, di ba? Tapos live Q&A. I make sure I attend almost all of the pre-recording sessions because I want to get an advanced watch of what they're gonna talk about. And I did the interview with Tom Basso, right? Last week. Interview and the presentation. He wanted to do that so I could extract wisdom from him, and it was just such a great experience. See po, Market Wizard na interview ko, parang life-changing. So an hour, 30 minutes yung interview namin. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to plug that for too long. So yeah, if you guys are later we'll be doing a raffle, diba? Giving away a free VIP ticket for that. But if you guys are interested to know more about the event, it's like in less than 3 weeks. Just head over to investagrams.com/Investa Summit. And yeah, hopefully we can see you guys there. I'm honestly excited myself. So yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, I bought Converge, tight stop, momentum breakout, early base. Ang tight. I mean if you were trading it with talaga momentum talaga yung objective, I don't think it would have been wrong considering na nung medyo gumagalaw siya early on, ang pangit ng market. So that could have been a subconscious bias to place a tight stop too. But if that was I mean, it is what it is. Parang we wouldn't really know na ito yung mangyari kay Converge. Even I didn't expect something like this. But yeah, I guess yung mahalaga dun, yung improvement dun, dapat ready to buy back kapag nag-reset up. So yeah. Next, Ace N, tapos na. Wilcon, tapos na. Converge. AP, yeah. AP is interesting. Avoid is power. So coming off a fresh breakout, good earnings prior. Now it's kind of giving you like a high tight flag there. Though I guess you have to look at the structure din. Actually andyan na sa resistance halos eh. So is this still, from a risk reward perspective, this is still a good trade even if you get it at support and sell the rally? Parang 7%, para maging 1:2 yan or 2:1, kailangan 3% yung cut mo or 3.5. So I'm not sure if it's still attractive at the levels it is now unless you have a bias. It's probably gonna break above 30. Alam ko may catalyst to eh. Nakalimutan ko kung ano eh. Nabasa ko somewhere, but I mean, I saw someone share it and then I skimmed through it. So unless your bias is it can break above 30, this wouldn't be something I would be trading right now. But if I have a position, I would just, especially somewhere lower. Honestly, sell on rally ako dito kasi blue chip eh. But if you're looking to trail it, I guess a good area to trail it would be if it goes below 28. If it goes below 28, tap on muna. So yeah, pwedeng ganun yung approach. Dito, dito tapos na. MM tapos na. Yeah, I think majority of the comments tapos na. Meralco, B-Core. Meralco. Kinda looks like BDO actually, but yeah, ano lang to eh, more on range trade, parang slow moving range trade, and right now it's in the middle of the range. So unless I was able to get it at the support level, I wouldn't be touching it now. Unless just ma-microin mo na may mini breakout tapos target mo 320. But I wouldn't really be trading this right now, especially that it's in the middle of the bigger range. So yeah, I would wait for it to dip if ever it does. If I'm interested to get into it. And then B Core, I don't know if B Core is doing anything right now. Wala, fade ka agad eh. I mean, kaya naman si B Core pag mag-run up yan, talagang run up, di ba? 3 beses na nangyari. And surprisingly, it all happened at the end of the year. So maybe that might be something. End of 2018, end of 2019, end of 2020, nag-start sa September. So maybe that might be something. I don't know. Right? End of year rally. Di ko alam pag ano yung trip neto. So maybe something to keep an eye on just in the back of your mind. Right? Na B-Core end of the year nag-rally palagi. Globe. Pure gold. Ever pala. Ever. Di pa tapos. Ever is pretty interesting. Parang bumabawi eh. But I mean, honestly, I probably wouldn't have bought this. If I would have bought this, it would have probably been here. Pero ito puro hindsight na. So, huwag yan seryosohin. But mapapakat ako dyan. Yeah, I mean, if I already have a position here, I would probably sell it on the rally. Right? Anywhere there would be a good area to sell it. Kasi I'm sure my overhead supply and everything, I would sell the rally. Majority of the position in the rally. But of course, I could be wrong. Huh? It can go higher. But I think ever was catalyst driven back here. So kailangan may catalyst, diba? Kailangan may demand. And basta this area would be this is your key area. Kasi maraming supply dyan eh. Maraming nag-aantay magbenta, mag-break even. Yung mga nasa ilalim, gusto mag-sell ng rally. So, if you're looking for a bigger move out of ever, yun yung kailangan basagin talaga the level, diba? So, something you could keep an eye on as well. Not a priority right now unless it goes crazy again. But yeah. Pero congrats kung you have maybe you have a position here and you're just holding on to. Congrats. Yeah, this is kind of a valid buy point then over here. 0.4. Parang mini breakout. Though sobrang micro na play. It could have been wrong, right? But yeah, congrats. So, tapos na pure gold. Yeah, pure gold looks kind of interesting. Um, Breaking out of this inverse head and shoulders. May gain ng retest, may follow through higher. Well, I mean, if you wanted to get into this, dapat tumira ka na dito sa pang retest area or sa breakout. And if I were to sell it, I mean, yeah, medyo maliit lang yung upside mo eh. Parang sakto lang eh. I mean, kung yung parang initial TP talaga na malapit na, 45. Pero kung malakas yan, dapat micro lang yung 45. I guess somewhere 48, di ba? Yan yung major level of resistance mo. If kayang patumbayin ka agad yung 45. Pwede na, 15%. Though, for it to break above 50 and 52, there has to be a really big catalyst. Kasi lakas na ito last year. Kasi start ng pandemic, di ba? Talagang pila sa lahat ng groceries, lahat ng pure gold. So, I don't know if we can say that catalyst is still the same until today. Masyado nang obvious eh. Though earnings have been steady, but, you know, kung price, ang pag-uusapan natin yan, I would say there's a 15% upside from where it is now. EMP. Wait lang. I'm trying to do something. Oh, that's the wrong poster. Where is the right poster? It's probably this one. Okay. So EMP. Ganda, lakas eh. So the key thing here was it held above this, right? The support, the previous resistance acted as a new support, so that was key. And now it looks really nice. It's contracting at the highs, super low volatility. I guess what we can, sorry, someone zoomed in. I guess what we can wait for is the break above 1750, right? 1760, 18, and then let's see where it goes from there. I mean, that would be an area I would wait. I wouldn't, ang lapit na dun eh, so might as well wait for the confirmation kaysa mag-anticipatory position ka pa na baka bumagsak lang. So, I would just wait for the breakout of 1750, diba? That would be what I would look out for sa EMP. Tapos, tingin ka lang sa bigger picture chart. Saan ba yung susunod na resistance? Susunod dyan sa may 19 to 20. So, yan pa yung upside mo. Parang kung may good area to sell ng onte, it would probably be at that range. So, parang, pwede na, diba? Sell half. Tapos, kung lumakas pa, at least may hawak ka pang kalahati. So, yeah. Nickel, tapos na PLDT, Nickel, GSMI, Converge. GSMI, di pa pala. Yeah, so GSMI, okay pa rin naman. Well, medyo di na nag-momentum, but it's just consolidating. Right? Maybe if EMP moves, baka may sentiment-driven effect si GSMI. But yeah, it's just consolidating at the highs right now. I mean, for me, ang hard stop ko dyan, EMA 50. Parang kung nag-below 95, yan, cut na ako. Parang, lalo na kung na-trend follow ko lower. And even if I got it here, ang downside ko na lang, 6%. So, I'll just treat it as my cut loss, diba? The cut would have probably been there anyway. So, I'll just trail the entire position using EMA 50 at this point. Pero yeah, if I'm looking to get into it, all-time high na to, a break above 112, yun talaga yung, unless you're getting at support, a break above 110 12 would be a confirmation of potentially another move, another leg higher, right? So tapos na 8 p.m. on the SEC. Yeah, SEC, I mean, medyo malapit na sa resistance eh. So, I mean, unless your bias is it's gonna break above that, from a risk-reward standpoint, medyo sucks na lang si SEC, especially kung titirahin mo sa breakout. Unless you have, a base, right, at the low or at the retest of EMA 50, I probably wouldn't be too, excited to trade it. Kasi, tingin ko significant resistance to eh. Right? Unless it's the support before the crash. Unless you have a bias na malakas talaga si SEC moving forward, you could do that. Right? If you think it could break above 19, try natin, di ba? But depende sa'yo. Pero ako, sakto lang ako kay SEC. Parang ang bias ko, malakas na resistance yun eh. Though I'm not updated on anything about the company itself. From my personal opinion, very opinionated perspective, parang I feel like there are better opportunities right now than SEC. ICT. Guys, after ni ICT, let's do a few more charts. Tapos, let's do the raffle. Sorry, my bad. Nalagay ko sa caption, may OJ raffle, pero next week pa pala, next week, no? So yeah, but there's still gonna be next week for our VIP holders and summit. But we'll be doing the raffle draw for the share contest. So we'll do that. So, grabe to si ICT, no? Ito yung matibay talaga na larger cap. Bara ako eh. Talaga malakas. So, congrats sa mga humawak lang nung nag-dip. Ito sabi ko, lalo na pag malaki yung yung malalim yung average nyo. Huwag kayo magbenta kagad. Sumausaw lang. Bigyan nyo ng onting breathing room kahit sumausaw. Kasi ang EMA, linya lang yan eh. Pwede mo pa yung bigyan ng onting allowance para hindi ka ma-shake. Kasi kung talagang intraday, nagpa-shake ka na dyan, wala na. You miss out on a bigger, you gave up 25% in profits, right? So, but yeah, really strong breakout. That would have been a nice buy point, and then just probably place your stops right below 180. 5% downside all-time high. So, yeah. Congrats sa mga may hawak pa nito. Diba? Lakas. Hopefully mag-trend pa. Okay, one more chart and then let's do the raffle. So, medyo masakit na lamunan ko. So, MEG. I believe there are a few people I know looking at MEG, but though I don't know yung mga macro whatever, if my something that's leaning towards the advantage of MEG, having MEG, but if you plot a downtrend line, a very subjective downtrend line, it's moving above it, right? It's back above 3, holding above EMA 50. You have volume coming in. I guess it could be interesting, right? You have volume coming in, closed at 3. I guess, kaya may mini momentum ka. Hanggang 330, average mo dito. Sakto lang. I mean, ako sakto lang ako kay MEG. Unless talagang bigger move ang objective. Kunyari dito. Though medium term na yan, hindi yan basta-basta. And considering na, oh yeah, ano nga bang property? Anong sector property? So, I mean, yeah, property in general, I don't know if it's that attractive. Unlike if you want to compare it to the service sector, right? This is attractive, di ba? So sakto lang ako kay MEG. Unless yung bias mo is fundamentally cheap, right? Hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga PEPE nito, mga PEG ratio, but unless that's your bias, technical-wise, sakto lang siya eh. Downtrend, di ba? Baka may counter-trend move, pero sakto lang. 330, 10-12% from where it is now. So, sakto lang ako kay MEG. Kasi wala din ako fundamental bias. Magkakaroon ng REIT. Grabe. Daming REIT ngayon Sana mga IPO na lang. Mas masaya tayo dun pag trader, pag IPO na lang. I see why MEG looks interesting na pala. A lot of people, I saw two very close people to me talk about MEG somewhere. So, no wonder. That might be a catalyst for a short move, right? So, let's see. So yeah, I guess, I've gone through majority of the interesting stocks already. So, nag-talk ako kaninang hapon, aside ng lalamunan ko ngayon, I think I want to do the raffle now and get some rest na rin. Kasi marami naman akong nadaanan. Yeah, maybe we can do the raffle now, Francine. If you're there, just let me know. If just share your screen na lang, I'll add it to the stream. I can do one more chart. Let's do home. Home, di ba medyo gumalaw to? Though onti lang ata nakapansin. Yeah, I mean, home is, breaking out. Or is it because malakas si Wilcon? That's something I don't know. If it's a sentiment thing. Teka lang ah. So, home, yeah, after, I mean, I would say this is, sorry, it's really bad. My tendon is really bad. If you don't want to include the wick, ito common na tanong eh. Boss, sama ba natin yung wick or wag na? Sagot ko dyan, depende sa'yo eh. Kasi it's really subjective, honestly. I've never read the book, Technical Analysis of Stock Trends Explained by Edu Zimegi, but I don't know if it's proper body o sa wick. But I would just say ko bahala. I mean, it's really subjective anyway. But the proper way, I think there's the proper way naman, no? So yeah, I just forgot the answer. Pero ako talaga, I never just stick to one. It really depends on me. Parang kung trip ko talaga yung stock, hindi ko sasama yung wick. Tapos pag sakto lang ako, I would include the wick. So I'm pretty subjective on that. So it would be interesting if someone can comment the proper way to do it. So I mean, yeah, home, parang kung sell the rally lang, 12% upside mo. Though at this point, I wouldn't get into it at this point unless it breaks above 950. Tsaka ako siguro titingin ulit. Let's say if we extend it, di ba? Parang significant resistance. Some people, I know a cup with handle looks like that, but if I'm not mistaken, a cup with handle is an uptrending continuation pattern, not a bigger base reversal. So I wouldn't classify that as a cup with handle. Yeah, and then let's say medium term TP mo, yan na, sa IPO base level. If mag-break dyan, yan ang medium term TP mo. So yeah, I think our back end is ready now to do the raffle. So today we will be giving away for our final draw. We will be giving away. This is for the share contest. So we'll be giving away five people will be able to join the focus group session of Berio. 3 starter passes at Trading Cup, which can be upgraded to a double up pass, which we highly recommend. And then lastly will be a VIP ticket to the Investa Summit. If in the scenario na yung nanalo ng VIP ay VIP na, kapanahan natin. So yeah, nawala pala yung mukha ko. So, mukha ko pala nakalabas. Bakit di ako, wait, I wanna answer this question first. Bakit di ako gumagamit ng volume na sa gilid? Are you referring to this, boss, yung ito? Volume profile? Ewan ko, never ko lang talaga siya ginamit, at least sa personal trading ko. Though Berio is a heavy user of this. So, he's been using this even before it was on Instagram. So, wala lang, I don't rely on it that much. Parang sakto lang. I mean, it's a good indicator to use, but it's just not something for me. Parang I can do without it. Parang ganun, But Berio is great at using that. Parang essential part ata ng strategy na yun. So, we actually have a lot of tutorials on that na si Berio yung nag-facilitate. Nasa YouTube lang, so spot nyo na lang. If you want to learn how to use the volume profile. Though the volume profile is for Investa Prime users, if I'm not mistaken. Tigilan ko na yung daldal, let's move on to the raffle. So yun. But yeah, si Berio, if you have any questions about the volume profile, chat mo lang yung Facebook page Bear. He'll be happy to help. But I'm not the best to talk about it since I don't use it talaga. So yeah, let's move on with the raffle. Yeah. So, out the wheel. Bago tayo pumili, guys, comment naman kayo, Investa Summit 2021. So honestly, personally, sobrang excited ko sa event. Alam ko, part ako ng organizing team, pero it's really exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Boss Edmond, active pa ba ako sa NBA cards? Hindi na eh. Boss Edmond, never kita na ano doon, na sa mga groups, never ata kita na nakatransact or nakausap doon ba? Yan, hindi ako active na ngayon. Dati nag-ano pa ako, nag-host pa ako ng mga raffle or raz. Di ko lang kung nakikita mo, but yeah, dati. Pero kain sa oras eh, para sa akin. So, I mean, ako kasi dati raz, diba? So, grabe yun. But yeah, I shifted most of my focus back to trading and work. So, game. Let's start with 5 focus group sessions with Bear. You'll be part of 5 people. You'll be part of the focus group session with Bear. So the game, let's choose our first winner. So, tataranan, congratulations, part ka, Boss Ray Tigkangay. So, pamine na lang if andito kayo ngayon. So, Boss Ray. So, yeah, game. Since marami tayo. Second. Second winner part ng focus group session. Congratulations kay ma'am or boss. Tantaranan. Sino to? Eunice Luis Andres. So, Boss Eunice. Ay, shout out kay Chris from Nasdaq Clothing. So, ang ganda ng mga produkto yan, especially mga open journal stuff. So, yeah. Next week pa pala yung raffle open journal, my bad. So, yeah. Check out Nasdaq Clothing. Yeah, super solid. So, next, third winner. Kasama ba sa raffle? Boss, dapat na-share mo dun sa share contest para makasama. So, our third winner is Caris Catherine. Caris Catherine, congrats. Kasama ka sa focus group session natin with Bear. So, next, our fourth winner. Sorry guys, hindi na pwede umabot sa raffle. Fourth winner, congratulations to Kai Alvarez. Congrats. Fourth winner, Boss Nebs. Shout out kay Windra. I hope I'm saying this right. Windra Dagale or Dagale. Di ko alam, sorry. Pero yeah, surprise kay Windra. I mean, shout out kay Windra. Okay. Francine, pang-apat ba yun? So, pang-5 na, no? Isa pa? Pachat naman sa akin pag tama ako, no? 5? Are we doing one more? Yeah, I think one more. I think that was the fourth. So, the fifth winner is, the last winner for this one is Anthony Pascual. O yun, si Caris, right? Caris, Catherine. Congrats. Sorry guys, di na pwede umabot sa raffle. Kasi ito na yung mga sumali na ano na. So yeah. Next, we'll be giving away 3 starter passes to the Vestagrams Trading Cup 2021. So that's this one, right? If you guys aren't aware yet, we also have this upcoming event, the biggest stock market trading competition in the Philippines. We have 803K now worth, and this just keeps going higher as more people join the competition, right? This started at 800,000. So, yeah, hopefully you can check it out too, investograms.com/trading cup. Kung VIP ka na Summit, meron kang dalawang event. Yung Summit, tsaka yung Trading Cup. Parang halos sobrang sulit na yan. Parang all-in-one. So, sa mga VIPs natin, kasama na rin kayo sa Trading Cup. Anyway, let's go back to the raffle. Now, 3 starter passes, Trading Cup 2021. Oy, Kai Alvarez. What's up? Congrats. Thank you, Boss Franz. Game, next winner natin, Francine. 3 starter passes, which you can upgrade to a double up pass. So, Dieseline Deslin Solis, you're our first winner. Congrats. Let's call on our second winner. Yeah, second winner. Congratulations kay Janice Joy Destajo Borja Maurilio. So, Janice, congratulations sa'yo. Last winner na starter pass. Let's go. And then VIP na tayo sa summit. So, starter pass, last winner. Congrats to Ray Tigkangay. So, Boss Ray. Okay, wait lang. Huwag mo muna i-roll. Oh, Francine. Huwag mo muna pakita ni-roll mo ba? Teka. Diyan lang. Kita ba yung pangalan? Hindi pa kita, di ba? Okay. Sorry. Nanalo na pala yung Ray. Kaya pala familiar. So, si Ray pala nanalo na before. Tama. Parang pangatlong beses na manalo ni Ray, ah. So, ito, sa ano pa rin, Trading Cup. Trading Cup, yeah. Sino to? JC Bautista. Third winner ng starter pass sa Trading Cup. Yeah. Okay. So now, let's do the Investa Summit VIP. So, wag mo muna congrats, Boss JC. So, now we're gonna do the Investa Summit 2021, the VIP, right? We're gonna be giving away one VIP worth 3.5. So, before we roll that, comment muna kayo, #Investa Summit lang malupit. So, comment muna kayo, #Investa Summit lang malupit. And while you guys comment that, I just want to share something, right, about the summit. Francine, tanggalin ko muna sa'yo. Honestly, the summit is crazy, right? We have a lot of great speakers, CIO level, yung mga nababasa lang dati sa libro. We have great guys from the community like Z, Jem, Serving, Javi is there, Matt Cabangon, President, AAA, and a lot of top PH executive, Julian Tarobago, Miguel Liboro, Michael Enriquez, Marvin Fausto, memorize ko ata. Tapos sa NFT space and crypto, we have the director of Binance Southeast Asia, Colin Goltra. We have Luis Bonaventura II, a super great personality and super knowledgeable in NFTs, talk about play to earn games. We have an NFT artist, we have cryptocurrency trader, si Eman, right? And globally, we have guys like Mark Ritchie II, Boston Zone to Masters. We have Michael Covell, author and trend follower and turtle trader. We have Luis Bedford. We have US investing champion, who I'm actually going to talk to tomorrow morning for recording his interview, si George Chachuk. Kaya si George. And top 4, top 4 naman, 300% in return, si Matt Caruso. And of course, our market wizard, si Tom Basso. So, ang funny dito kasi Tom and Toma. Pero hindi. So, Tom is such a nice guy and he didn't want to do a presentation. Kasi the topic is creating long-term sustainability in the market. And creating long-term sustainability in the market. Becoming a market wizard, creating long-term sustainability in the market. Mas matagal pa na sa market si Tom Basso kaysa yung buong time ko dito sa Earth. He has been trading 40 years or something and I'm 22, right? So, I'm 21. I'm turning 22 very soon. So, mas marami pa siyang experience sa trading kaysa sa experience ko sa mundo. And he was so nice kasi when I said na he should, na presentation style, sabi niya, Chong, let's do an interview. Bakit? Kasi, so I can extract the most wisdom out of him. Our interview was an hour and a half. And hindi we did this at 6 in the morning. Since baliktad time zone, di ba? He wanted to do at 6 6 p.m. So I had to wake up at 5:30, diba? So masabog pa. But I did the interview 6 in the morning. It was really cold. Naka-jacket pa ako, kinakabahan pa ako, but he was such a nice guy. And we did the interview for an hour and a half. And there's so many great golden nuggets, right? He talked about trades going all the way back to 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, right? And grabe, just the opportunity to learn from him directly and speak with him was such a big deal for me. But now, but our VIPs, you guys will also get. It's so nice kasi during his live Q&A, he's actually gonna be traveling to Syracuse, New York. He's from Arizona. He's gonna be doing the Q&A while he's on vacation at 11 p.m. 11 a.m. sa atin, 11 p.m. sa kanya. Ganun siya kabait. Grabe. And imagine I'm surprised he replied to my message. So yeah, I'm really excited for you guys to watch this interview. It's the best interview I ever did. It's the longest interview to date. And yeah, a lot of golden nuggets there. So yeah, sorry. It was just such a great experience for me. And wag na natin patagalin pa. Let's call on our VIP. Right? Let's call on our VIP para sa Investa Summit. You're gonna get a free VIP ticket. So, game Francine, hanapin natin ating winner. Congratulations kay Boss Eugene John Magsino Janda. At panalo ka ng VIP pass sa Investa Summit 2021. So, sino to? Boss Eugene, nandyan ka ba? Yan ang tanong. Sana ma-mind mo naman, Boss Eugene. But yeah, congratulations. Panalo ka. Right? And guys, by the way, wait, I wanna... Yeah, congrats kay Boss Eugene and congrats to our other winners. Before I let you guys go, I just want to share something really important. And I can't find it. But yeah. We just gave we have our parang nagpa-99 din kami. We actually credited everyone in the Investagrams who has an Investagrams account with 500 pesos, right, in their wallet. If you go to your Investa wallet, may 500 pesos dyan. Adopt 2K and above. So you can actually use it in the summit if you want. You can use it on Investa Prime Plus, Investa Prime Elite, previous video recordings, or yeah, Investa Summit. So just check that out. And I just want to plug it one last time. Investa Summit 2021. I'll start from the bottom. Siyempre, una muna, tanggalin ko na mukha ko. Shout out sa mga partners natin. Our two major partners for the event, XM. Right, if you guys are interested in trading Forex, global markets, commodities, check out XM. Limitless Investor, who's someone who's really knowledgeable in the cryptocurrency markets, right? And of course, with all our other partners as well, OJ, Open Journal, ZFT, AAA, Union Bank, BloomX, Atram, and Kalum, Sun Life, Caruso Insights, and our and the rest of the partners, our media partner, Boiling Waters, Business World, and SparkUp, and to everyone else, Atram, Union Bank, BloomX, yeah. And syempre, gotta show some love to Open Journal. Thank you for being our partners for the event. Couldn't have done it without you. Yeah, the event is actually really close. It's almost less than 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks left. And super excited with the speaker lineup we got. Honestly, the best one yet. I wouldn't want to miss out on this. And yeah, we actually already put out the program flow, right? Here's the program flow. And yeah, so all the pre-recorded presentations will be released in the morning, and in the afternoon, that's when we're doing the live Q&A, right? It's every hour. It's such a long event. It's a spoiler ko na, but we're gonna post about it. But we had so many great speakers. Now from 5 days, we had to make it 6 days. So actually now it's starting on September 28th, right? And it's starting on September 28th because we had 3 speakers. We didn't want to cramp it all up in 5 days. And the additional 1 day is like, it's free. Like it's there's no price increase or anything. So yeah. So just check out the program. Everything's there. And yeah, I mean, syempre, pa-plug ko na, the VIP tickets really where the value is, because not only do you get lifetime access to the recording, you get live Q&A, you get to interact with these guys, best in the industry, which is already a win for me. You get free access to the Vestagrams Trading Cup 2021, a double up pass worth $1,299, and you get a webinar worth $1,000. You get 3 months Prime, you get an e-cert, it's 3.5. I think it's a great investment for yourself, but of course, take it with a grain of salt, I guess, because I'm an organizer of the event, so it's up to you to define how much the value is for you. But yeah, I really hope you guys can attend this event. Not because I'm an organizer, but just because the speaker lineup's crazy. It's just such a high caliber event in my opinion. So yeah, sorry, buat bangka. So yeah, I guess before I end, is there any questions I can answer? Right? I mean, is there anyone who has a question that I can answer about anything, about trading? I'd love to take in some questions kung meron while I'm still here. Super last plug. And the trading cup is also up there. Diba? So if trip nyo, you can check out investorgrams.com/trading cup. 800K in total prizes. So I'll just skim through this. The new thing sa trading cup talaga is the community reward system. You're gonna have to create a guild on the platform, like a group, a community, and we'll be releasing the details on this within the week. But my extra, part of the prize, the 800K, you have a chance to win up to 100K if your community wins. And the way to win up to 100K is to have a lot of people in the community, right? So we'll go through the mechanics of this this week. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested in the trading cup, it's right here. So yep, spot nyo na lang. So double up pass, pinakasulat. So yeah, just want to go through that real quick in case meron pa mga hindi aware na may trading cup. So yun. Yeah, yung raffle, there's no upcoming raffle for now, but if there is gonna be in the coming days or weeks, it's just really either for our VIPs of the summit, for our double up pass holder, prime elite people, or we might have another share contest, which is we post something on our Facebook page. So share nyo lang. So you have to be page namin sa Investa. So yun. So, magpo-post naman kami. And usually, pag may share contest, ginagawa naming pinned post sa Facebook page. So, does anyone have any questions I can address before we call it a night? We've been in the stream for 30 minutes. So, hopefully, nakaprovide ako ng value sa inyo. Congrats sa mga winners natin. Hopefully, makita ko kayo sa Summit. Promise, sobrang solid talaga. And yeah, wishing everyone... Oh no, questions for chart patterns. Ano yun? Bulo. Hey, I think we talked sa page ko. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, just let me know. I can answer that real quick. Though, medyo masakit na nalabunan ko. So, kapag medyo mahaba, chat mo lang ako sa Toma Trader para I can answer it more in detail there. But yeah, wishing everyone the best for the upcoming week. COVID today was at an all-time high, which is honestly pretty depressing. But, we all have to do our part, right? We all have to do our part. Stay disciplined as much as possible. If possible, stay at home. Ano nakakaumay na. Para mabuo yung pattern. Right? Yeah. So, So the chart patterns are really based on, it's supply and demand. Eh. Chart patterns don't form kasi uso lang siya. It's really, as for example, a cup with handle. It's a cup, but actually it's a cup with handle. It looks like a cup with handle, but if you name it in terms of supply and demand, it's just really volatility contracting because there's a lot of demand, right? So, una, malalim, tapos maliit na lang yung contraction. It's forming a lower high and a tighter base, which shows that there's less supply coming into the market, there's less holding the stock up, and if there's a lot of demand, it can shoot prices higher. That's why cup with handle is one of the favorite chart patterns of William O'Neill, right? So yeah, that's a good point. Na traders are the ones who nagki-create ng chart pattern even if we know it or not. Supply and demand. So yun. Yeah, back to my point. Honestly, I've been at home for almost 18 months. I barely go out. It's not because I trade. It's because we really take COVID really seriously. So it's been weird. It's been different being at home for 18 months. But I'm lucky, right? I'm lucky that I get to be at home lang. And I don't have to go to Investa. Allows us to work from home. So really blessed. Lahat, really gonna be praying tonight that everyone's safe. Your family members, your loved ones, your friends are all safe and healthy. Let's all do our part. I mean, that's what we can. That's all we can do. We can get vaccinated, or we can do our part to help. Stop in any individual, right? And as depressing as it may sound, the 26K. I mean, you don't get to choose the cards you're dealt with, right? And those are the cards we're dealt with. Yeah, let's get vaccinated, Boss Miko. Vaccinated na rin ako. Double vaccinated na ako. So, let's do our part on an individual level, right? As much as we can. As much as I miss going out to see my don't, it's the smart decision, right? It's a smart decision not to go out. Right? Even if alam ko kung nagka-COVID ako, I'm probably gonna be fine. But if I pass it on to someone else, sa konsensya ko, that's why I don't. So yun lang. Wishing it. Okay, I'll answer one more question before I end. Why does investing in oneself always come first? That's a good question. And obviously, I don't have a lot of life experience like JC or anyone else in the stream, but why? That's a good question. Why is investing in oneself always come the day when the markets are closed, when shit hits the fan, when it's dark, when it's night, when you're all alone? All you got is yourself, right? And how can you be a good trader if you're not good parang on an individual level, if you're not putting in the work to become better at different things, to become a better trader, if you want to put it in that context? But for me, yeah, I mean, I just really am a believer in that. Na the investment in yourself can be in so many different ways. It can be in health, it can be in finance, it can be in career, relationship, etc. But my thing is lang talaga, my thing is just to try, because I feel like that's gonna spill over in different parts of my life. So 1% better every day, right? I'm not. A lot of people in the world, in my opinion, are at zero because they want to be at 100. I heard this from someone, I forgot who. And the reason why they're at zero is because they can't get to 100. And then some good days. But my mindset is I just want to be a one, right? Because one is better than zero, and I'm probably gonna be ahead of 80 to 85% of everyone if I'm just a one. Now the question is, what if I'm a 50, right? But I, at the bare minimum, I have to be a one, because one is better than zero. Taking one step is better than standing still. And yeah, just 1% better every day. That's just in different things, not just in trading. Just like 1% better in my relationships, with my friendships, with my family, with my work, with my trading. It's one step at a time, because this pandemic is honestly giving me crazy, honestly. But I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude every day. That's just something I'm trying to do. Keep a positive attitude every day. Just always try to find the opportunities and the adversities, silver lining in all the challenges. I remind myself that every day. So yun lang. In yourself, that's an investment in your mindset, right? Because if you lose up here, which I've been losing the battle, but I think I'm winning it now. Wala na, you're done. I mean, yeah. So very emotional topic, but yeah. An investment. That's why an investment in yourself is the best shit. Sorry for cursing. So lang. Again, joining the stream. We've been here for almost 2 hours. My throat hurts. I had an hour talk a while ago, and I'm gonna watch a movie because it's a Saturday. I have to reset too. Watch some Netflix for about 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And then in the morning, I'm gonna record the presentation of the U.S. investing champion
for the Investa Summit. So I'll see you guys next week, and ingat tayo lahat. So bye.